This is Check Your Leader TV. Welcome. Today we return to France 1940, 5th of June, where we continue with our Pint Size Campaign. And today we are playing the final battle in the campaign, and it will be the German attack on the village of Franleu.
Du hast mich.
Okay, so let's have a look at the table, discuss the terrain. Hedges. There are hedges along here and along that road there. And then there's hedges here and a small hedge there. That's it for the hedges. Chest high walls. Okay, along here, here, along the road there. Okay, all the way down there. Chest high wall there. And chest high walls here. Hedges are minor linear obstacle. They don't block line of sight. Walls are also just a minor linear obstacle, and they don't block line of sight. We have a tip. Okay, so obviously the owner of the orchard's been clearing the land. He's dumped stuff there. The locals have come and added to his woes, so that is impassable to infantry, and it blocks line of sight. So walls and hedges don't block line of sight. The tip does block line of sight. All the buildings are hard cover. They're solid stone buildings. The keep is in play, so the Brits will be able to convert one of these buildings into a bunker. That's an orchard. 6 inches visibility in. And if you're within 6 inches of the inside the orchard, and you're more than 6 inches in, you can only see 6 inches out. There's a road that leads from Franleu into the village of Franleu, and we're on the outskirts of Franleu. And that should be about it, other than the fact that there's also some scrub here. As per the last engagement, scrub is light cover for stationary troops, but if you're moving, it offers no cover at all, and the orchard is good going underfoot. So that's it. Now I'll just wait for Rowan to get here, and then we'll do a patrol phase and all the preliminaries prior to the start of the game. The British have 7 support points, and the Germans will have a grand total of 11. Okay, so what is my plan? Well, my plan is, I suspect I'll be able to set up a defensive zone in this area here. Predominantly my main defensive line is going to be in here. This is only light cover. That's an exposed building. Actually, before I go on to that though, let's talk about key terrain. My key terrain, the areas of key terrain that I've identified is this central building here. I'm going to try and turn that into a keep. So that'll be the bunker, assuming it doesn't get bombed into obliteration by Stukas. There's a lot of buildings on this map, and I think Rowan will go with Stukas again. 1, they can deprive me a lot of cover, and 2, it will shock up my infantry badly the way I keep rolling. So I will go with 2 points for anti-aircraft artillery. So the Royal Artillery will come to our aid again. Initially I thought maybe he might not do it because he might want this building, and knowing Rowan's luck, he might bomb his own building, and I certainly wouldn't ignore a bomb hitting that sucker. So that's the key terrain. Center of gravity. Center of gravity for Rowan is, if he takes a Stuka, that's going to be 4 points. He'll have 11. He could bring a Panzer IV or a Stug, and if he does, that will become his center of gravity, because without that, he won't be able to treat these buildings, and that'll make things very difficult for him. So if he brings an armored fighting vehicle, that'll be his center of gravity, and that's what I need to deal with. Even if he doesn't bring Stukas, he'll still bring some kind of heavy hitting armor. So that'll be his center of gravity. So my plan, with the 5 points I have left, well, British armor's crap. Its armor's too thin, and even if I bring something like an A10, I've got armor 3 and an AT gun. The AT gun's good, but the armor's garbage. So it'll be another Shabi. We shall bring on the second Shabi from my pool of Shabis, because this on Getorix is a blazing Hulk. We'll have to leave that sucker behind, so we'll bring on another one. So I'm going to try and make this one defensive position along here, the keep another one, and I might initially try to defend this area here, maybe hit and then fall back. The problem with these hedges and stuff, they don't block line of sight. They do provide light cover, so I could deploy maybe into this area, open fire, and then fall back. Or simply deploy in wait somewhere around here, maybe in this building or in the close vicinity of it. So I want a jump off point in this area here. I need a jump off point over here, and I want, obviously the keep will become 1, and then I'll have a second one maybe in depth back there. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is my plan. 1, 2, 3, 4. Definitely 1, 2, 3. If I don't go for a depth jump off point, if it turns out that I think like he gets a low force morale and he might be a little bit brittle, I might try and bring a second jump off point, maybe might deploy it forward. Can't be behind a hedge because it doesn't block line of sight. Oh, mind you, it is light cover, so I could put it there somewhere. Anyway, decisions. But that's it. For me, my center of gravity will be obviously my Shabi again. I want to keep that sucker alive. Can't make the same mistake I did last time and expose it unnecessarily. So he won't come into action and engage enemy armor until I know I can either get a double phase, get a couple of shots in, or I can shoot without getting shot back at, or something like that. So yeah, be an interesting game. One thing I did forget to mention was key terrain for the Germans, and I've identified the key terrain for the Germans as being this orchard here and this building here. Probably these two are the key terrain, depending on what he does. If Rowan wants to launch an attack through this area here, then this building could be key terrain, because that could become his base of fire. Assuming he comes through here, which I doubt he will. Regardless of what he takes in support, I think his logical route of infiltration is through this area. So this would be key terrain for the Germans. I want to get in there, secure it, and use it as a staging point to attack. The other thing I need to mention is likely courses of action and most dangerous courses of action. So I think the most likely course of action for the Germans will be to attack through this area here, and any armoured vehicles will have to come on through this road. So maybe come up here, set up a base of fire somewhere around this area here, infiltrate through here, and then assault through this way. At least he's got a covered approach to my position, because if he stays to basically deep on this side of the orchard, I can't see him until he's right on top of me. Most dangerous course of action. For me, I think the most dangerous thing that Rowan could do is actually bring an artillery observer. If he brings an artillery observer, he could locate him in this building here, I'd be very hard for me to deal with him except with small arms fire, because even if I can get a tank on, I'd have to bring it up to engage that building, which is exposing my centre of gravity, so I don't want to do that. Gets an FO in here, and then just basically plasters this area under HE, keeps all my men down, allows him to get in close either through here or through here, and then gets into a good position to attack me. That would be the most dangerous thing he could do. But certainly not the most likely, because the problem with FOs is if I just roll the 666, that ends the turn. If I have a chain of command dice, I could end the turn. If I can kill the FO, I can end the barrage that way as well. So I think that's unlikely, but geez, if he was to do that, that would be a real handful for me. If I'm pinned under all this artillery fire, the fact that the Stukas hit me, I can't get on. If I do get on, I can't rally anyone because they're under artillery fire. Oh man, that would be a nightmare. So yeah, that's the most dangerous thing you could do. I don't think he'll do it though. All right. So much for courses of action, key terrain for the Germans, and most dangerous course of action. We'll just see how it plays out. One of the other preliminaries that we had to do prior to this game was call for replacements. The British platoon had lost 10 men up to this point, so this was the most opportune time to do it. It was also the last battle, so that was now or never. I called for replacements. I had 10 men lost. My CO's opinion was at -2. So the equation is number of casualties minus your plus your CO's opinion. So 10 plus -2 leaves 8. So I get half of that back straight away. That's 4 men plus 1d6. I rolled the 4. So I got 8 men back in my platoon.
So good morning viewers, we're playing the last game of the Abbeville campaign. Not a great start for the Germans, I'm afraid. I rolled a 1 for my morale, so I'm on 8. Probably just as well, Scott rolled a 2, so he too is sitting on 8. So equally not a lot of points to play with in that regards. I also got a 1 for free moves for my attack, which as you can see here, I'm heading towards the wall there. Then I will probably infiltrate through this orchard, which I hopefully should do. But then the next trick is what to do with the village. Lots of buildings, and I'm sure there's lots of British in there. Scott rolled for his once a game replacements, which you can do. I think he got an extra 4 lads plus 4, so 8. He'll have 8 men, so he's almost got back to his full 3 section platoon. Must have rounded up some randoms floating through the village and stragglers. I myself a running hands job. So my 2 decisions are, do I run Stukas and hope to knock buildings down and get smoke? Knowing Scott, he may have chosen some AA at 2 points. It does shock up his infantry, but then again, if he's clever, he'll hold back, drop down a couple of senior leaders, and overcome that pretty quickly. So really I'm probably looking at maybe either a Panzer IV with Stuka and 1 engineer in case you chose something clever, or and that's to counter maybe another Shah-B tuning up, or maybe a light tank, or I could go with the somewhat cumbersome but very useful Bison with a good AT of 8. Unfortunately it's can't move and shoot, so it's a bit of a lumbering pain. And it has a 13 HE, which is pretty much what you want. You just roll to a building and just flatten it, and usually infantry leave it quite quickly. So I'm very tempted to go for a Bison. Not good against tanks, and even though it's high AT, it's very cumbersome, limited range of, no turret, I should say, no turret, and can't move and shoot. So if he just dances around, I'll find it really hard to knock him over. So I think I will go with the Bison, just for the simple reason Stukas are really hit and miss. And I really need to overcome, I think there's 1, 2, but 8 buildings on this table, which normally is great for Stukers, but hey, if he chooses 2 AA, that's only a 1 in 6 chance of hitting a building, and even then it may or may not catch fire or blow up. So yeah, I think we'll go for a Bison, which is 8. I've got 3 points remaining, so I'll do a pre-game bombardment to hopefully slow him down, give me a bit of room to move, and 1 point I will use for probably an engineer. Or not. Actually, I'll go for Gaston's brother, Getorix, and he can turn up to maybe stuff up maybe a senior leader, or maybe slow down a deployment to his keep, because I'm sure Scott will have a keep. So it's going to be a bit of a hard slog. So enough of my rambling, to the game.
Okay, so we've done the patrol phase. Rowan got 1 bonus move.
Yay.
So that wasn't much. And at the end of the day, he got 1 patrol marker that's forward as the orchard, 1 at the entrance to the that nice house there, and then he's got 2 over there, and mine locked down in a line along here. So that's where we're at. Now we'll place our jump off points. Okay, my first jump off point, I've put here basically in the center of this building here. So that's my first jump off point. Behind that building, and then 1 jump off point behind that building. And I've put my last jump off point, which is the one that turns this one into a keep, and it's in this big ass building here. So that one's the bunker.
Which one?
This one.
Ooh, that one building.
Yeah.
With all the windows.
That's the one. It's a bunker. And then Rowan got 1 right in the guts of the orchard, 1 on the edge of the orchard, and 1 behind that hedge, which is behind 2 linear obstacles, so it is in cover. So that is that.
That should be an easy town.
Phase 1, and it's a 1, 3, and 4, 4, 4. Okay, that's a very command-heavy roll. Alrighty. What to do?
Make sure I take it. The edge is here. The edge is from the road.
Yeah.
I'm going the road.
Yeah, that'll
so 6
do.
is to there. So if I deploy just outside of 6.
Yeah. So Rowan's brought in on the 1 the mortar team, and they went tactical, and then there's a motorised infantry squad in the orchard, stealing French apples, and then there'll be a senior leader coming on as well. Where's he going to go?
That is a very good question, Scott.
Right. So the guys have come into the orchard in a tactical stance.
Indeed.
And Feldwebel Schmeller has come in with the other squad. Has come in here. Okay, so now it's my phase. I'm not kicking boxes over. All right, see what I can get. Okay, I got a 6 and a 5, a 4, 4, and a 2. All right, let's see what I can do. Okay, so I've attempted to bring on a squad here, and I actually started putting them out. Then I thought, oh, hang on, there's a pre-game barrage. Of course, I know Rowan, and he'd have a pre-game barrage, and so they didn't arrive. So they're. I tried to come in here, but no one has, and it'll be Rowan's phase next. All right, Rowan's second phase. A 6, a 4, 2, 2, and a 1. All right. Lots of choices. Number 4, the Feldwebel's going to activate. He's going to tell the squad to do something.
And since they're in an orchard, it's good going.
It is good going.
So we could theoretically go 3d6.
You could run through the orchard.
And then he can remove...
He could remove 2 points of shock if he goes with them. So they could run and then have no shock on them at the end of it.
I could do that.
Yeah.
And that would give me enough to remove... He can tell him to move, remove 1 point of shock.
And then he can remove a point of shock.
He can move once and remove 2 points of shock. 2 points of shock, actually.
But he doesn't need to, because the NCO can do 1 if he wants. So, decisions. What to do.
So that can be a 2, because they can move forward.
Yep, and then the Feldwebel can take the shock off them.
And then Yeah, he can move and take 2 shock off.
Yep.
So then that still leaves me a 3
Yeah,
for lads over here to do fancy things.
that's right.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, so he's going to...
3D
The squad's going to they're going to run through the orchard and out the other end. The Feldwebel is going to remove the shot from them as he goes with them, and then the 3 will be another squad deploying over yonder. Anyway, let's see how far these chaps go.
10.
10 inches. That'll get them out of the orchard well and truly. That line there just marks the edge of the orchard. It's nothing. It's just tall grass.
6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, look at
See,
that!
they're right at the tip.
Literally the
They've
tip.
got, hey, look. You got the problem with this is now that you're going to have just random soldiers leaving the section to go rummaging in the tip.
As you do.
Look what I found. I can't believe someone's throwing away a perfectly good
Sewing machine.
or this iron. I'm sure it's a perfectly good iron. We could use this for the war effort. These French are just so wasteful.
We may not be technical.
Look at all the fromage in here.
That's right. Who threw out that wine
Who
bottle?
threw out that cheese? Okay, it's a bit whiffy, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Okay, he can just go with them if he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can just move with them.
And he'll remove the 2 shock.
Yeah, and he goes, yeah, I'm going with you guys.
So that's the
Because
front.
he could say to them, move, and then he could say to them, remove the shock, and you'd still have the 2.
Indeed he could. So I could deploy another squad, which I will do, on a 2.
Yep. The other squad that's going to come in on here. Yep. And then there'll be another squad over yonder. So while Rowan finished manoeuvring his miniatures around, I rolled my phase dice and got double phase, a 5 and 2 1s. Which reminds me, if you have not yet subscribed to Tabletop CP, why haven't you done that? Anyway, so with the 2 1s, I created a 2. So that's Germans there, Germans deployed there, and Germans deployed there. Okay, so I've got a 2. I'm going to try and bring on a squad. I'm going to go for a squad over here again.
Same again as last time? No.
2, no. Now I've got my next phase. Okay, 3, 3 and a 5 and a 6. All right. So this would be a handy point to remind you that we use the drop die method. So if we roll a double phase in the subsequent phase, we drop 1 die, and instead of rolling 5, we only roll 4, and so on and so forth. We keep dropping dies. Try again over there for a squad.
No.
No, and I got another squad that I can bring on. So I guess I'll go again for my second squad over there. Yes, they got on. They're deployed in there on Overwatch, and now it's Rowan's turn. And you got a 4, 3, 5, 3, 2. So lots going on there. On the 3, a Bison's arrived, or a bit dodgy.
The 4 pluses.
4 plus to hit.
That would be 6.
Okay, 6 hits, reduced cover by 1. They're in hard, so they're classed as light.
So 6 hit light.
Yeah, I'll roll my dice. So grey will be the Bren team. 1 dead on each squad and 2 points of shock on the rifle on the Bren.
Bren takes 2
So 2 shock and 2 dead. So I've got to roll to see if it's anyone of note. No. So 1 guy each.
Bren.
All right, so I'll take.
One Bren, 1 rifle. Oh, fine.
Okay, so you got the 4 there.
Oh, that's 3 points of shock. Oh, I could do some more damage to you if I so wish. I have to move. And I could throw a hand grenade. Or I could throw some smoke. If that tank shoots through there, but if I throw smoke here, I can hit the building because I know there's guys in the building. So what I'll do is move this squad to D6.
Yeah, so off I go, 2d6.
Yeah, 3d6. You know,
I could go 3 and you could take 1 point of shock off them.
Yeah, right behind the others.
All right, so they go run and join their mates.
Yeah, but we'll stop on the edge.
So you want to run to the edge of the
Yep.
orchard. Okay.
12.
12.
We'll take 1 point of shock.
All right.
12.
Oh, that would have been all through their mates, but you can define a, like run to the edge of the orchard.
So we'll just go to here.
It seems fair enough.
And we'll just stop at the
Yeah.
edge. As it should do.
Okay.
Can's been on light cover, no tactical, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Those lads are there. Those lads are there. Those lads are there. You could shoot at them if you so wish.
I could, because I can see them. That could trigger my Bren.
You could. Your Bren
I
has
think
got
I
one
will.
pin mark. It's going to have 1 less shot. So it's going to go from 6 to 5.
5. Yeah. So I'll overwatch the Bren team will be triggered. So they'll
And I'll
5.
put 1 shot on my lads too. Oh no, we didn't run. We only went 3d6. Yeah, no,
Yeah. So you do take 1 point of shock
point
at
of shock.
least,
Still
because
will
you
lose
would
one.
have removed 1.
Correct.
Yeah.
Do you have your markers?
So now my Bren. I'll
Put it in the rifle team, obviously.
All right.
How's that?
That looks good. Okay, now they're going to shoot. What's the range? It's less than 18, I'm pretty sure.
It most certainly is less than 18.
All right, so I'm going to hit on 4s. 3. That's 4 hits. That's good shooting, boys.
Light cover.
2 points to shock. 2 shock.
2 shock. Which I will share evenly between the 2 teams.
Yeah.
I
Told these chaps to throw a smoke grenade. It landed there. He ran from here over to them, and he's removed a point of shock. We saw the bison fire. It's done its thing, and now it's the British phase. Hey, chaps. Oh, it's another double phase. A 1, 1, and a 5. Well, the 5. Geez, we're inconsistent. So a 1 and a 1 and a 5, and then 2 6s. Anyway. That's a 2, and so with the 2, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 2 1s.
Okay.
I'm going to try and bring on 2 teams. The first team I'm going to try and bring on, I'm going to try and bring on my 2-inch mortar team from this jump-off point back here, or should I try from this jump-off point? I'm going to bring on a 2-inch mortar from this jump off point back here. All right, so they need a 4+. They've arrived. Okay, so I'll put them down and then we'll go for the other team.
Call this next enemy. Jump off. This presents this kind of stuff. Wrong route. Interrupting.
Yep.
So interrupted.
Yep, and
roll this on a 1 to 5 on your first turn and nothing happens.
yes,
You
but
don't
I
turn up
rolled
on
a 6.
In which case he then gets promptly.
So we've dispatched
You're lucky.
Gasson's brother. What's his name?
Getorix.
Gretorix is dead. So that would have been, so if that's 8, and then the pre-ground barrage is 2, so that must be it. That's 11 support points.
Correct.
All right, so anyway, the 2-inch mortars arrived, and at the same time, I'm going to bring in, I'm going to try and bring in my other support point option.
From which one?
I think we will bring him in at the bunker, and it's going to be a AT rifle team, and they get in.
Cool.
All right, so AT rifle's on the end window there. He's looking across. He needs a 5.
Well, he
Because
does.
he Oh, he got it. Only just. Okay, so it's 2. So they're 5s and 6s. No saves.
Your net 0 maybe. Net
No
0.
hit. So it's a net 0. So we just roll to see.
You roll it or you roll it?
I'll roll because I'm
Thank
4 and net 0. I think 1 or 2's nothing. It might be 1 point of shock. I don't know. Net 0 hits on a 4.
Net 0. No,
4.
halt and engage. Fire next turn.
Okay, so now he's going to go.
Shoot
Oh!
you. You've got my attention. Boom!
Yeah, but he's out of his arc, I think.
No, he's not. You're within the 45, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, most certainly. You are most certainly. We can ping you.
Okay, so anyway, I've got another phase. So,
Yeah, even the phase.
let's go with phase number 2 now. Drop the dice down to 4, 6 and a 5, and a 1 and a 1 again. All right. Fine.
All right.
So, just again. It's always enough. Okay, how many saves?
1.
One save. Nothing. So it's just gone cling, bounced off. Now the mortar, well, he can see him, so he's going to say to the
Okay. So that's a not light signed, and then you got to roll for your
yeah.
impact.
So I'm going to fire a smoke round and try and blind that dastardly bison.
Where do you want to place
Let's have a look. So yeah, we fired the mortar and it went messy, and we got 4, 4, 3, 1, 1. That's an interesting roll.
Well, it's going to be the
So we've
bison.
got the 3s for the bison, 4 for well, someone's going to be over there. 4 for here, and then you got 2 1s. All right. So first of all, the bison's going to shoot his 13 HE at the bunker.
Since Tommy has been firing a few rounds.
That's right. So yeah. Look at that.
I'll
There's
roll
one. Yeah, good.
3 6's building is now
Unstable.
unstable.
Okay. So what do you got? How many hits have you got? That's what's more important. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 in the building has
hits.
been crumpled.
Okay. 8 in an unstable building. Okay,
Which
so
goes to heavy and ignore the first kill.
that's right. That's what it does.
Well, you've
So I've got one kill, so ignore that. And I've got heavy cover, so no shock.
Very lucky.
So it's, yeah, we ducked and weave on that
2
sucker.
rounds sighted.
Yep.
On
Hitting on
this,
4s. The mortar missed. Okay.
goes 3d6.
Yeah, ample move. He runs up to there.
Gets
So Hans told the mortar to fire. They missed. He's then run up to the infantry section.
and he's got one left, and he will put the machine gun
Yep. On Overwatch.
on Overwatch, watching that window.
Yeah. Watch where those dastardly anti-tank riflemen are.
So that's the machine gunner.
Hands. Okay, and then that leaves the 4 back here, and 2 1s,
2 1s.
which could be a 2 even.
Most likely.
Okay, so they're going to be cut sick, hitting on 5s.
And it's got a 3 there. So my math says 8.
8 hits. So 4 and 4 over here. So I'll just get some dice and we'll roll out what's happening. The hits. It's all good. It's just a saddle. Okay, but I only got 1 point of shock on the rifles out of all that.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Yes, my keep isn't the castle that we were hoping to be. It's a bit dodgy.
Some German 51.
Okay, so that's all right. I got a 4, 2, 2, 2, and a 1. All right, let's see what I can do with that. So the 1 I've given to the rifle anti-tank rifle team. I don't know what I'm going to do with him just yet. But the 4 I'm going to use to try and bring on the Sarge you ain't.
Yes.
And he made it, good old Sergeant Caulfield, MID. So he'll come on, and then I'll decide what I do from there.
8-man or a 9-man?
This will be a 9-manner.
Another 9-man.
Okay, so I'm going to try and bring a squad on this jump-off point here. 4, they've made it. All right, so I'll put
So, just in case it wasn't clear, I deployed a section into the house with the Bren gun and a rifleman upstairs and some riflemen downstairs as well, which were able to fire across the fields towards the Germans in front of the orchard.
hitting on 5s because of the range. Mm-hmm. So we've got those guys shooting out of the top floor, 4 guys shooting out of the bottom floor, shooting at these guys. They'll get cover from the guys shooting on the ground floor, but not from the guys on the top floor. Grey are the ground floor rounds, and black is the top floor rounds. All hitting on 5s.
Oh, terrible dice.
So 1, 2, 3,
1, 2.
4, 5, 6.
So
I
3
think
with
that-
cover
Yeah.
and
1, 2,
3
3
without
without.
cover.
All
And
right.
they're the odd number, so I can choose the difference.
That's right.
So,
Well, you're in. Yeah. I mean, it's an even number, so it doesn't matter. It'll be 3 and 3.
exactly.
Yeah. So the
3. Well, actually, the 3. I'm going to do 2 riflemen and a machine gun
Done.
in
hard cover. Oh well, in cover.
Well, there's 2 walls between it and.
Oh yeah, we'll say hard cover. Yeah.
Yep. So the 2 riflemen, hard cover, nothing.
Nothing.
And
Nothing.
machine gun note, so that's
Yeah,
them.
and now for the ones in the open,
Then 1 on the machine gun team
dead.
and 2 in the open.
Well, so 2 dead.
No one important.
No one important. Okay, so one from each mob there bites the dust. Okay, that leaves me with a 2, 2, and a 2. Yeah, that's all right.
So you've
I've
now got some 2s.
That's right. I've got some
the
2s to roll.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
Alright, so do I want to try and bring on another squad? I think I will. I think I'll bring on my final squad.
The 9-man lads.
Yeah, this is the reduced squad. It's only got 9 men in it.
They'll be a bit stuck.
Yeah, I'm not going to put them in that one. But I could put them in here. Or I can go off this jump-off point here.
You could.
And I could put them lining this wall. 6 inches. They won't get that far out.
No.
Decisions.
Yeah, 6 takes you to...
So now I'm going to try and bring on another squad. And I'm going to try and get them on here.
No.
They say no. They say we can't find the way because of all the debris and crap falling. Okay, that leaves the 2 for this squad here.
And a 1.
Yep, and a 1. Okay, so the 2, this squad will shoot now, back at them. Mm-hmm. I can get the Bren plus 1, 2, 3 riflemen. Maybe 4. It's definitely the Bren.
Oh,
so that's clear.
Okay.
And then we've got 1, 2...
Well, you got that there,
Yeah.
so I'll give it him because he can go up to here.
Yeah, and that,
He's a bit
what about
limited.
that chap?
He's a bit limited.
No. So, what's that, 3
1,
riflemen?
2, 3 lads.
So 9.
So 6, 7, 8.
And this one?
This one here, he hits that corner there.
Oh, it's still going through the smoke. I'm shit.
Yeah, we'll give it. Yeah, we won't. Yeah.
So 9 guys.
9 guys.
All right, let's see what they do. 9 guys shooting through the smoke, normally on 4s, but now hitting on 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits.
Crikeys.
That's good shooting, boys. So that inflicted 2 shocks on the Jerry's back there. That leaves the 1. Now, do I use it on the rifle team to shoot at the... or I do... Well, I'm going to fire again with the anti-tank rifle at that. hitting on 4s.
Yes.
Of course, I've already hit him once. 6. He only just clips it every time. So how many saves?
1.
1 save. 1 hit. It's a net 0. So we roll again.
Nothing.
1. Nothing. So no effect.
Scratching my armour.
So we go ping, ping, ping. All right. So when the anti-tank rifle fired, it triggered the Overwatch back yonder. They shot. They did get 2 hits. 1 was a kill, but because I'm in a bunker, it ignores the first kill. And the other one was a 3, so no shock on the anti-tank rifle, who are doing sterling work at the moment. So we're keeping him honest, if nothing else. Now it's the...
3 6s?
So, yeah, let's see. No, not 3 6s.
Oh, okay.
5 and a 4. And what's the other? 1, 1, 2. Okay.
So with the 3, Rowan activated the Bison and it fired at the infantry squad behind the stone wall through the smoke.
Needing?
5s.
Take 2.
2 hits because of the smoke.
That was handy.
Okay.
To throw out there.
So grey will be the Bren team again.
Yep.
Nothing. All right. So
Fairly ineffectual.
Schmeller told those boys to shoot. They fired through the smoke. Didn't hurt anyone. Just zip, wing, zip, zip. That leaves the 3. Now I'm wondering what for the Bison.
Yep, the 3 Bison, and I'm not sure what I got left. We're putting pressure on your ones.
So the Bison fired and killed 2 riflemen. Put 2 more shock over here. And so
Keeping
they're
the pressure.
close to being pinned, but not yet.
And ready for the assault.
So now it's my phase.
Next turn, we're ready for the assault.
Yeah, they're ready for the big hoo-ha. Let's charge. Let's go in and show them what we're made of. Okay. Ooh, I got a double phase again.
1, I fired the 2-inch mortar, HE round at the troops in the orchard. It didn't hit anything, and then Sergeant Caulfield removed 2 points of shock from the troops behind the wall.
Yeah, it's all happening for me. All right, so now it's my second phase, and I've dropped the die. I got a 4, a 2, and a 2. Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, so from downstairs, I've got
1.
2 hits.
Oh, sorry.
So that's a 6 and a 5.
Jeez, your dice again.
And then I got 1, 2, 3,
4.
4 from the upstairs shooting.
So 4 and 2.
Yes, right.
Well, that's easy. So
Let me take my dice out of there.
So for the 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the cover ones, which was 2.
Yeah.
So 1's a machine gun,
Nothing.
and 1's a rifle.
Nothing.
Then
And then 4
2
in
for
the
the
open.
rifle.
Yep. 1 dead, 1 shock.
That's on the rifles.
Yeah. It's at the. It's not those guys. It's the guys in the. The guys back here.
Oh, first
Those
kill,
ones in
please.
the open, yeah.
So 1 dead from the rifles.
Yep.
And 1 shock.
Yep.
And then
The other 2 guys, 1 dead, nothing.
Nothing.
So 2 dead. Does anyone care?
No.
No.
That's it.
Okay,
One
and
shot.
that leaves the guys here. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9 again. Same as before. 1, 2, 3, 4,
So
5,
straight
6,
ahead.
7, 8, 9. Yeah.
Yes.
So this.
I'm
there
amazed
should-
you're winning this firefight. Considering
I know. Well, the smoke's worked against you a bit, actually.
I got more dice you need.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so this time I've only got 1, 2 hits because of the smoke. So they're
1 on each.
yeah.
So 1 on each.
Yeah.
Rifles. Machine gun.
1 dead on the machine gun and 1 wounded rifleman.
No one cares. Is a wounded
Okay.
as in, is that a shock you mean, or no?
Yeah, because it's a 4 in light cover, so it's a shock. And
1
that,
man, 1 shot. That's it. That's your turn.
and that's my turn. Done. 6, a 4, a 3, 2, 1. So these guys, he's removed shock, and now he's firing, hitting on 5s. 3 hits because of the smoke.
Oh no. Hampered me.
And
3 shots.
white is the Bren. 1 guy in the Bren and nothing. So does anybody care? Yes.
Oh, they got 2 leaders here within
Yeah,
range.
1, 2, it's the senior. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, it's the senior.
Okay. Sergeant on a 3.
That's the
Corp gets it.
corporal, and he is
2.
he's knocked out. He's concussed. He falls over. Oh, my head.
And
So
that's
no
a
one
bad
falls
thing.
over. Yeah, but it's a bad thing happens. Junior leader wounded. 1. We don't care.
You've never liked
Well,
Caulfield anyway.
that's not Caulfield. That's
Oh, sorry.
That is Corporal I think it's Mackenzie. Anyway, I'll check who it is. But anyway, they don't like him. So suck that. They're all laughing. All right.
He was in the building.
Yeah.
Felt that.
So they shot. They got 3 hits, and one of them he stuck his head out the door and got pinged. All right.
So I got 3 here. Mm-hmm. Now I can still shoot that because I can hit these guys. So I'll fire that. So I'll do the
Yep.
I'll do the tank the bison first.
Okay. So now the bison's going to activate, and he's going to fire at the squad over here with 13. Count them.
Yeah, it does
HE.
survive quite well.
Yeah.
Considering.
All right.
Needing 4s.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5.
5 hits.
Out of 13. It's not great.
Yeah. Oh well, it's better than nothing though. So now I'll roll. So it's 5 hits. So it's going to be 3 on the Bren. Sorry, 3 on the rifles.
And 2 on the red.
And 2 on the Bren. So the Bren will be the white dice.
Green is white dice.
So 3 on the rifles, 2 on the Bren.
Light cover.
1 dead rifleman, and
2 shock.
2 points of shock. Is it anyone of note?
Yes.
Yes.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3. It's the junior leader again. No, it's the senior leader, and he is lightly wounded. So it's a bad thing happens. One. That'll be a -1, I think. Going to go hand grenading. So first of all, you roll to see how many grenades you get.
D6.
Yeah.
5.
1,
3.
2. You get 3 grenades.
Okay. Now I roll 3 grenades. 6 dice.
That's right. 2 per.
And you count as open. That counts as cover. Okay, grenades. Yeah.
I'm in hard cover. Doesn't it
Okay.
reduce cover by 1?
No.
Okay. Well, anyway, throw them. See what happens.
2 dead.
2 dead. All right.
Anyone important?
No.
No. So
2 riflemen.
2 riflemen. And a 3 is not a shock?
Actually, a rifleman and a Bren gunner.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah. And a 3, does that count as a shock?
Yeah, 1 point of shock if I'm in open. Yeah.
Yep. And that counts for the combat, I believe.
All right.
So 2 dead and 1 shock. So that's for the dead for the combat.
Yeah.
We'll go 2d6, which is
Okay.
8.
All right. So you'll get there.
8,
Okay. So
6,
you used 2d6.
Yeah. 12, but you had less men to take.
That's
off.
right. So the combat was resolved here. I've lost the whole section and the junior leader. The German Gefreiter lost all of his squad, but he survived. But because he lost the combat, I inflicted 5 kills in the close combat, and the Germans inflicted 3 kills in the close combat.
And a leader wounded.
Yeah. So he's just gone, I'm out of here.
It's 4, because I killed 3. If I killed... Because one of you killed was your leader, so does that count as the loss? Because remember, a leader got wounded.
Oh yeah, I should have one guy still there.
No, he's dead. No, you're dead. You got enough dead.
Oh yeah.
But I'm just saying, does he also count being killed as part of the
combat? 3.
So therefore I lost by 1.
No, I killed 5. You killed 3. So that's a difference of 2.
Is that all that was left?
Yeah.
Oh, and 2 were hand grenades.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
All right. So
Well,
yeah.
that's
So
complicated,
it was. It was.
And hand grenades carry. We decided before combat takes
takes
effect.
place.
So could you take the dead off
Yeah.
prior and the shock prior?
Right.
And
then you do the close combat. So the hand grenade thing is done prior to the close combat.
Correct.
All right. So now it's my turn. My turn. Okay. So I'll roll 5 dice for my devilish chaps who have been ducking and weaving when it comes to morale tests.
Yes.
Okay.
So roll
So
3 6s.
that's it.
Oh,
I rolled
double
2
turn.
instead.
Double turn.
Double face again.
And
This is
a-
like the 4th in a row, I think.
And
A chain of command dice, which
may
is
save you.
kind of handy.
That may
So,
save you.
and then a 1
And a 4.
and a 4. Okay. Let's see what we can do with that.
What's his sergeant?
So with the 1, I activated the boys' anti-tank rifle again.
So hitting on 4s. 4 just. Every time it's just enough.
1 save.
1 save. None. So he's just pinged off again. All right, that leaves the 4, which will be Corporal Caulfield.
Legging it.
What's he going to do? He is going to run 3d6 across the road. There's no one on Overwatch, so he should be able to do that.
He's going for that.
So he's going to run back over there. All right, let's see what he can do. He's got 3d6. Because he's got his skates on.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, he's gone 15. Straight back, yeah.
12 is to there.
Yeah, and then around the
3,
corner a
so
bit. So he's back in there somewhere.
he
So
ran.
Corporal Caulfield is gone, I'm out of here. This is not pleasant, and I've been wounded, and I'm just... I might have got mentioned in dispatches once before, but I'm not interested in getting mentioned in dispatches again. Because I might be brave, but I'm not an idiot. All right, so now I roll 4 dice, because I dropped 1.
Oh, 1s.
Okay, I've got a 3, a 5, and a 1. So I'm moving around now to create my second chain of command dice. What to do? That could be 2 sections. I could try and bring on another section, my 3rd one. I'll think about that.
So I created a 3 and attempted to bring on my Shah B, but was unsuccessful due to the pre-game barrage.
Okay, so that was my phase, pretty uneventful. 6,
Oh,
5. Well, chain of command point. A 3, a 1, and a 2.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, look, I'm getting there. Okay.
Decisions.
Well, I'll definitely fire at the keep. The intent rifle's causing me no end of trouble. Or I could put my tank on Overwatch. So when you deploy,
You could shoot at me.
straight away.
No, when I move or shoot. So I shoot, then you would react on Overwatch. You react to movement or firing. And deployment's not classed
No,
as
that's
movement.
covering fire.
No. Covering fire is I'm just going. If I'm putting down covering fire, what you're doing is I'm putting a covering fire on that thing, and that means when you shoot at me, you'll shoot at a -1 to hit. An Overwatch is I'm overwatching and I can react to movement or fire. So if someone fires at me, I can react. If someone moves, I can react. But deployment is not classed as movement.
Correct.
So yeah. So he can go on Overwatch.
And then when you shoot, I shoot.
Then so I would shoot, and if I don't kill you, you would shoot back.
Probably will kill me. Oh, no. I've got armor 2. You gotta hit me.
Yes.
So finding some cover or getting out of the way could be an option. So with that in
And the other thing is I've got a chain of command dice. So I could deploy on my 3. If I get on, I go fire, bang. And then you go, trigger my overwatch. I go, oh, I'm going to interrupt. And they could fire again. Yeah. Anyway.
Yes, I think moving said vehicle
So
could
the
be useful.
Bison's going to have another crack at the keep. With his 13 HE. His obscene amount of HE. More than an average. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
7.
7. Better than average. No kills, no shock. Okay, so no effect in regards to casualties. So the other 3 here, the Gefreiter said throw a smoke grenade, and they did, and go tactical boys, and they did. Okay, so now it's my phase.
The Bison hasn't quite done the devastation I thought it might have.
Yeah, no, I mean it's yeah. They must have some dud ammunition or something. Okay, 5. So that's now I'm up to another 2 chain of command points.
Oh, I've got 3 total.
I've got a 3, 3, 4, and a 1. All right, so I'm going to try and bring on the. Oh, shall I try and bring on the Sharpie? Let me think about this. So, in my base, fired a smoke round and it's blinded the Bison. And then Sergeant Caulfield ran around here. I tried to bring on my Sharpie, failed. Tried to bring on a section, failed. The German artillery is causing all sorts of strife in my FUP. That's forming up point. And now it's the 3, 3, 3, and a 2 2s, is it?
3 3s and 2 2s.
3 3s and 2 2s. There's some kind of mathematical. That's it. That's kind of handy in a Yahtzee game.
Yes.
So the depth section, depth squad's shooting at the anti-tank rifle because they're just so set up with him, hitting on 5s. Is that 4 hits? 5 hits. 5 hits on the anti-tank rifle team. They are drawing an awful lot of fire. They're in the bunker, and they're in hard cover. So ignore the first kill, but they do take 1 kill
And 1 shock.
and 1 shock. So 1 shock on 1 man. So he's not pinned.
So the loader dies.
The loader has been killed,
Taking a pin.
and they've got 1 point of shock on
And I
them.
think you get -1 to shoot because of a shock.
No, only 2 points of shock.
For sure.
Or maybe for shooting at tanks, it might be a bit more. I don't know. It might be
We
for
can check.
each point of shock. I think it is. I think it's for each point of shock.
Actually. Yes.
All right. So what do you got left?
A
You got
3,
three,
3, and a
three.
3.
Yeah.
So Hands shot that up, killed 1. Finally, after how many dice did we throw that?
Oh, I don't know.
About 4 shots of 13 and a couple
Yeah,
of
lots and lots and lots of fire.
more than 1, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
So Lance Corporal Blurter with his sidekick, Private Jenkins is no more, and that just leaves Lance Corporal Blurter with his anti-tank rifle. Okay, so yeah.
So he's got a 3, so I'm assuming he can activate on a 3.
Yeah.
Since it's his own man. Mm-hmm. So he can throw a hand grenade. He can throw 2 if he so wishes.
Yeah, there's nothing to throw a hand grenade at.
Oh, my German I like throwing hand grenades.
Well, they just lob them around
Yes,
indiscriminately.
Yes.
And it pisses the locals off no end, I can tell you.
You never know when you need a smoke screen, right?
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get to him in a second.
Yeah.
So, this squad here. Right, what is
Well, they're tactical,
Grey Frighter doing? I could shoot at that building.
and then come off tactical, and then get shot back at.
And you're hard cover.
And you'll be firing through smoke. As we are.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of a standoff there, isn't it?
Mm.
Unless I do... Unless I can... Can he do covering fire?
Nah, it's got to be a team.
Yeah, and he can't reach with his machine gun.
No,
obviously.
it's like, and you couldn't
I'm
reach
going to
anyway.
shoot those windows at him.
I'm going to provide covering fire. I'm surprised you even asked.
Thanks for helping. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. But the machine gun could provide covering fire while the rifle team move up. Then the rifle team could provide covering fire while the machine gun team pulls up.
Or I'll go off tactical. I can make it harder for you to hit. So machine gun could hit into there and do covering fire,
Yep.
thereby reducing them by -1
Yep.
to -2,
Yep.
needing 6s.
Yep.
Still light cover.
Yep.
And then they can shoot covering fire into the building of the
Anti-tank gun.
anti-tank gun, giving them yet another -1.
Yeah. So they could just provide covering fire in all manner of directions. So
We shall do that.
we're doing that. All right.
Yeah.
That's an excuse to whip out the covering fire markers. So 1 for one team. is there.
It's going to cover that.
That covers that, so that's them all covered up.
And the window with the one...
And the covering fire on the anti-tank rifle. Have I mentioned that these are from Lasercast? So covering fire from the rifles on them and covering fires from the light machine gun on them, which is a good choice of those chaps.
I shall move him 3. Now, will he shut down a drop-off point?
If he's within 4, it has to be a unit.
He's not a unit.
He's not a unit.
No,
So
he
one
doesn't
man...
count. He does not count.
One man wouldn't shut down a jump-off point. A scout team would, but him by himself, no.
I shall run back into the...
Maybe you go back and take command of the mortar.
It's
It's a long way to run,
I should
but...
be sensible, and I'm going tactical.
Yeah. All right, so he's going to go attack.
He's going to go right up there. He's going to go,
Yeah.
I'm done.
He's probably a little bit traumatised from seeing his whole squad get wiped out as well.
Is he an iron
Not to
cross?
mention a whole bunch of dead Tommies as well. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's true. Does he get an iron cross for this?
well, he didn't lead a successful. Well, it's kind of successful.
He's in on
He
around
wiped out a section. Yeah, well, you're right. I'm the only one standing. I'll be writing the report. All right. Okay, so that's my phase, yeah?
I've got one here.
Oh, yeah, okay. What's the bison going to do? He can stay there blind, or he can move. Clank, clank. I'm a
to
tank.
here,
Yeah,
which means I can shoot there
yeah,
and be blocked from here.
that's right.
So we'll just go a little...
Yep.
7.
9 inches, and he moves forward 9.
Well, that's...
So he'll go past the smoke.
Well, he'll be
That's
sensible.
all right.
Now he'll choose the sensible thing where he goes 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. So the front of him's just beyond the smoke.
Well, he's got that smoke there,
Yeah.
you see.
Yeah. Smart lad. All right, and that's it for them,
He'll
isn't it?
make sure that he's got the road
Oh,
and the building.
drop my dice. All right.
Another
Another double phase.
Oh, have another 5.
And another 5. Jeez.
2 1s though. Oh,
All right.
that's handy for you.
Double phase and 2 1s. Okay, that is handy. Let's see what we're going to do. The boys' anti-tank rifle man went downstairs, and the mortar fired a HE round at these chaps and missed. I've got another double phase, a 4 and a 3. All right. So the 3, I'm going to try and bring on
The shabby.
the shabby shabby.
Okay.
Yep. Let's see if I can't get the shabby shabby on.
No.
No. The 4 is the corporal back yonder. He's got 1 command initiative. He'll remove 1 point of shock from those chaps.
Have another 2 or 3 dice.
And now I go with 3 dice.
Oh, jeez.
5.
And a 3. 20 dice, command dice now, you got...
Yeah. And I got a 3. So I'll try and bring on the shabby shabby yet again. No.
You have a command dice, you can end the turn.
I could end the turn. I could. Anyway.
That's a lot of turns.
It is. No need for him to come rushing on just yet, though. That's the reason I haven't done it.
Well, maybe if I get to here.
And I want to get him out of the building before I end the turn. That's desirable.
Oh, I've got a 5.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Hands is going to order the mortar to hit the
Tommy
opponent's
mortar.
counter battery.
Hitting on a 5.
Counter battery fire.
You got 1 hit.
In the open.
Yep. 5.
Dead.
Um,
In the open.
I'm in light cover. I'm behind a wall.
I've got a light mortar reducer.
Yeah. So it kills 1 guy. All right.
Hey.
Yeah, the loader on the mortar's gone. Oh, corp, what been it? Okay, so that's him taken care of. Take that, you.
You've only got 2 in your one. I've got 3, I think.
Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah, they can see them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
my lot
Yeah.
of fun.
Cool. Okay, so that's all good.
No. So now Hans has got 2 more.
Mm-hmm.
He can't shoot the building because those are moved away.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got 2 left.
Mm-hmm.
So we can go... We're behind hard cover anyway. But if we go tactical, we go super hard cover because if you fire Mr. Sharpie at me...
Yeah, that's right. You've got to be hard cover,
Plus
tactical. So you go to light, but you go back up to hard because you're tactical.
That's my
So,
math.
yeah, cool.
And Hansy... Oh, we could go in the build. No, buildings can get hurt. I'd like to advance because there's actually nothing in the way.
Mm-hmm.
I could do 3d6 over that wall and just...
Right, you can only do 2d6 over a wall.
Oh, true.
So you have to go over the wall first.
True,
As much as they could like to leap and
How many
bound
squads
over
you got
the
left,
walls.
Scott?
Second?
How many squads you got left?
2. Well, I've got one on, but there's
You've got
two.
another squad. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
you've got another squad down.
Yeah.
And reading my day, and you've got a command to just end the turn, and it'll just be
Horrible.
horrible. So at the moment, so that's handsy.
Yeah. The bison. What's it doing?
We'll get back to him. Over here, I have a 3. I can shoot back at you.
Then we'll take the covering fire off. Well, the covering fire comes off anyway. So
Yes.
either keep the covering fire going, or you take it off and shoot it.
My rifles will shoot covering fire into the... nope, don't need to do
There?
that. Yep,
Yep.
because he's legged it out the back.
Yeah. So you don't care about that?
Don't care.
Yeah.
So the rifles are pinging away at that
Yeah.
there, and then I'm going to fire my H dice.
Oh, hang on, there's a slight problem though. If that's the machine gun team there,
Yes.
these guys would be shooting through their own guys.
Yeah, front to there,
Yeah.
and front to there, and front to there. So I'm going to get in. Yeah, so at least 3 guys. That's all I need.
All right. So.
Oh, and him too. Yes, can't forget him. That's 4 lads from the front rank. So he can shoot across to there.
Yeah.
He can shoot across to there. He shoots across to there, and
Yeah.
he shoots across to there. Well, you can't reach.
So who's shooting at the building? The rifleman?
Those 3.
Yeah.
Can do. I'm going to do covering fire with my rifle
Falls-
guys.
okay, and
so
then
when
you're
you
gonna-
shoot back, it's hard.
Okay.
And then the machine gun is just going to fire 8 dice at you,
Okay. Blaze away.
and they're not doing.
Hitting on 6s.
Yeah, but you shooting back, you got.
I'm
covering
hitting
fire.
6s as well. So. Anyway.
What do I need?
6s.
No.
No. And that's them done. And is that it? Or is the bison still agonising over what he's doing?
Yes, he is.
There's a guy in that bison going, what do we do?
Do we shoot the
What
building
do
or
we
do we run away?
do? What do we do? We'll pause while we think. Franz, the bison driver, reversed behind the smoke. All right.
Can you hear noises of
You
a
heard
shark?
can that hear a sharp bee? Why is he speaking French?
He's been in France.
Too long.
Yeah.
Okay, 5. I'm 1 off a second chain of command dice.
So I'm 2 off.
And what else have I got? I've got a 3, 4. Okay. Well, here we go. Let's try again. Oh, I'm sorry, we've been a bit delayed. And then he's going to fire, and he's flying around through here at those Germans there. Hitting on 4s.
2, 3.
3 hits.
Right, cover.
3 hits, light cover, so 6 to kill. 1 dead, 2 shock.
Ouch. Anyone important?
No. So killed some guy.
2 shock. That's a pretty good start, though.
Yeah.
2 shock and 1 dead.
Yep. That leaves me a 4 and a 2. I attempted to bring a squad on before and they didn't get through, did they?
That's right. Yeah.
So the 2 will be that squad over there, and the 4 will be the corporal telling the lads to get out of the house. So they're going to exit the house now.
Rolling
2d6.
minus 1. Oh, no, nothing.
Yeah.
3. Ooh, no.
They're out. They're just outside the building.
Okay.
So he's just out here now.
Right by the door.
Yeah, there he is. I'm out. I'm outside. I've got out. Okay, and then that leaves the 2, which will be the squad in there. We've already said it's 6 plus, so it's 6,
5,
7,
6,
8, 9, 10, 11,
13.
13 dice. They're all in cover.
Yep.
So 13, so normally hitting on 5s,
6.
now having to hit on 6s,
And a covering fire makes it 7.
7s. I'd have to hit on 7s to hit them.
Oh.
Oh, well, we'll chance it.
So hang on, so you're
That's a
breaking
brain
5.
team.
So how can you break 5? You've got
The rifle
a 2,
team are-
you got a 2, so no one can order them to
Oh,
fire.
that's right, yeah, it's squad.
So it's either
I could
covering
just,
fire or nothing.
I can't do covering fire at all, actually,
No, you
because
can't.
it's got to be a junior NCO that does it. So I'll just fire 13 and hope for the best. So 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, some will be in.
5.
We said 4
Yeah.
is in light cover. Got 4 black.
We'll give them cover from wall.
Okay.
now,
That's
So I'll be 6s, and then I need to re-roll any hits.
You got 3 of them.
Okay, so 3 hits. So that's 3. And then it's 4 plus to hit.
3. Now you need 4s.
2 hits.
Not
so
bad.
2 hits in light cover. Oh, killed 1. Is it anyone important? No. So we chipped 1.
So out of all those dice, you
It's
still.
that really good marksmanship of these Englishmen. They spend a lot of time on the range. See, this is what I keep on using to say to people. Time on the range is always well spent. Now, you can't go wrong expending ammunition. And so that's the end of my phase. And no double phase again for
I've not had one yet.
Rowan. He hasn't had a double phase for the entire game.
That's all right. You get done the big jobs.
Yeah.
4 and a 2. Oh, well, we'll see. Okay, not the greatest dice rolls. So I think it probably is a good idea to move 2d6. I'll get rid of 2. I'll get rid of 2 shock.
Mm-hmm.
Put a grenade there. That still makes it harder for you to hit. You still hit on a 5 plus.
Yeah, it's 5s to hit with the through here.
Oh, I was technical.
4s.
As well. Oh, he was technical.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4s. So if they go tactical or throw smoke, you need to go to a 5.
No, the hit, the
Doesn't matter,
2
yeah.
hit is always 4 unless there's smoke in front of me, in which case it's 5.
Okay, so I'll remove. Throw a grenade. Move, and still take 1 off, but then I move 3, so -2. I can move 3d6, and that'll get me out of dodge, because they can put me into here and away from.
Yeah, I can't see you at all once you're deep into the more than 6 inches back into the orchard, and I can't see you. And where you are at the moment is right at the edge of the orchard.
So I don't need to move.
Yeah.
4.
So if you go 6 inches back.
So 1, 2.
Yeah.
7.
7 minus 2 is
5.
5. So they're still. I can still see them. Just.
Well, it depends where I place myself.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you go behind the smoke as well, I'll still see you because you've only gone back 5 inches into the. Oh yeah, that blocks line of sight. Yeah. Well, you actually should declare where you're going before you move,
good.
but never mind.
That's 5.
I'll still be able to see some of them.
Away from the enemy,
Yeah.
funnily enough.
Now, what's he doing?
Well, he's just sitting there.
Yeah, being all tactical and shit.
He's tactical.
Yeah.
That goes up. Another 1.
And he hasn't got a dice, has he?
Nope.
All right.
Doesn't need anything. So you may better ping him, but these now are blocked because you cannot see past here.
Well, I can see through there.
Okay, so you're going to be going through the wall,
Yeah.
and then the smoke,
Yeah.
and then into the woods.
That's
so
right.
that's a hard obstacle.
I'll be hitting you on 5s instead of 4s because of the smoke. And then you'll be in light cover. Because HE reduces it by 1.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're shooting your guns in the hull.
Yeah, I'd have to
It'll
turn.
it'll hit linear obstacles, which means it'll hit
Oh,
this.
well, I'd fire that one.
Yes, then you can fire that one. But I'm just saying
Yeah.
that would be linear, that would hit the stone, and then that would hit that. Yes, makes you move your tank. Okay. Not good
indeed.
for that squad, though.
Yes.
Uh,
Now, that takes all the covering fire off.
yes.
Yeah, because they're not doing covering fire and moving.
No, we're still kind of being on light cover, so that's all good.
Yeah.
It'll
All
make it
right,
harder for your
and what's
tank.
you got left? You got a
Hands.
4.
He's got to get the mortar to fire.
Yeah. Wants to lob another 2 rounds. Hitting on 5s. Ah, hang on. Hitting on. No, can't. Oh, no, he can
You
spot
see?
for him.
Yeah.
1 hit.
1 hit. On the
With
waterman.
with that guy spotting for him.
Yep. Oh, dead.
5. Okay, it kills the mortar team.
Team, so that's a bad thing.
Yeah. Team wiped out.
See, I knew the grey fighter was useful.
Oh, that's going to be a -1 or maybe even 2.
You like those lads?
Yeah, that must have been popular.
Maybe someone owed the money.
Yeah, who knows?
Team
Wiped out.
1.
1. So I'm down to 5.
We're getting there.
That's okay.
That's what we want. That's one of his points. So he's got 2 remaining. So your guys are at the back of that building.
Yep.
There's a tanky there. I don't like the tanky. It slowed me down. I'm going to get rid of it. We are tactical and behind hard cover. So even if you do shoot us, we count as hard cover. So we're quite good with that. So I think we might just stay with that.
All right.
And are they still within?
No. He's moved 5.
Oh, then. So 4 is to 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's out of 4.
Yep. All right. That's it for you, isn't it?
I believe so. You got turn. Another double phase?
No, but I did do another chain of command dice.
Oh, crikey's, I've got
So that gives
not
me-
even 1 yet.
my second chain of command dice.
2 3s and 2 2s.
2 3s and 2
It's been a
2s.
bit of a stalemate, hasn't it?
It's an interesting situation.
I'm slowly getting rid of your points, but
Yeah.
not doing enough.
Okay, so let's see what I can do with that. Gun fires the Maginot fires at the Gefreiter. 1, 2, 3 hits. So he rolls three dice, and I need a 6.
Ignore shocks.
That's right, shocks are not important. But that is
1 wound.
1 hit. Now, what is the wound on him? What is it? Is he killing?
It's a 1.
Dead!
Oh,
Oh no!
good shooting.
Blam! He blew up.
Sorry,
Okay,
before
so
you
we're
go,
going to roll for a
bad thing.
bad thing.
A 6.
2, -2 or 3.
Oh, if it's -3, that's a senior leader.
Yeah, it's a junior leader getting killed.
-2. God.
Is it
Not gone my
is it
way.
-2 or -3?
Junior leader
Killed.
-2.
All right, -2.
So I was lucky if you should.
Nailed the sucker.
That was
Well
good-
done,
good lucky-
Maginot.
Lucky shooting.
Yeah, well, we've got to take any luck we can get.
So we go down to 5.
Yep.
And still only got no chain
Okay.
command dice.
So now,
The dice have not been my friend this time.
no, they haven't. Now that squad over there is going to fire at them, needing 6s.
Yep. And not everyone is fine. There's some. There's only 2 really.
Yeah, well, if I can
Three.
kill 2, that'll be good. So we'll do that shooting
on
on
them.
them. 6s because of the. Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
because of the smoke. 1 hit. Okay, so we got 1 hit on them. No, the tank fired,
Yep.
and then I fired him, and then I still had my 2.
Just check. I think you might have. We've had a few turns.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
I don't think I
Fine.
same place. Trying to come on a 2. No, they didn't get in anyway. All right, so that's my phase done.
I think the Germans need to do something sensible.
You what
A
did you roll
6,
this then?
a 5, 2 3s, and 1.
6,
2.
5, 2 3s,
And a 2.
and a 2. Okay.
Well, I know what 3 is. And I know what another 3 is.
So these Germans here moved back into the woods, orchard. So now they're 6 inches away from this flank, so they can't be seen. But they're still at the front of the orchard at this end here, not 6 inches back. So
Bit of smoke going on.
yeah, so I can still fire with the top turret of Maginot. That squad over there has gone dashing behind the building because they've just said, "Oh, there's a Shabby. Let's get the hell out of Dodge." And what's that leave?
That's it. Your turn.
Okay, my turn.
You didn't roll particularly great dice. No double
I got a
phase?
6, 2 4s, and 2 3s. Okay, so the sergeant told the boys anti-rifle team, Corporal, Lance Corporal Blurter, to move. He's done that. Try to bring the squad here, no luck.
1s and 2s.
1 6 2 2 1 1. And Maginot drove straight down the road, and that's what we've done. And now it's Rowan, and surprise, surprise, Rowan has not got a double phase. Again. But he has got a 4. He's got 1 1. Yeah.
So I can make that a 4.
Yep.
And I can reduce 3 shock off.
That's it. And that'll
Then
be
I
it.
can use the 2
2 to move the squad.
with no shock on.
That's right. You could do that indeed.
Or I could save a 1 somehow, which is probably not useful to... I can't actually see anything. Even
No,
ran
there's nothing
away.
to shoot at.
All the Brits ran away.
Yeah.
It's a little bit off, really. So we'll reduce 3 shock
Yep.
and then move.
Yep.
2d6.
Yep.
Now, where are we moving? So we're definitely
Straight
away
back?
from them. Yeah, straight back into the orchard.
All right. Directly to their rear.
6, so that'll put me out of sight.
Yeah, well and truly. So they've moved back 6 inches into the orchard.
So we go, back goes to here,
Yeah.
and then everyone... So we've run away because someone put a tank on us.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. And
so
that leaves a 1 and a 1.
Which is it? No, that's it. A
Oh,
2,
that's
2.
it.
2 2s is a 4.
Okay.
And then I used the...
Oh, that's right. You did. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
everyone's-
See, I'm trying to give you more extra commands.
There we
Okay,
go,
so
that
what am I
does
going to
help.
do? I've got a 6, a 4, 4, 2, 2. All right. That's interesting.
Chuck that sucker.
Let's see if they can come in. Nah, that squad's like, no, we're not doing
And
anything,
then
champ.
the squad that you rounded up from the drivers.
Yeah, they're all the drivers and stuff. 4, well, the 4, he's going to activate that that anti-tank rifle team again. Oh, not 3d6, Scott. Just 2d6.
In the same.
Yeah, moving back towards behind that barn. 4 inches this time. Oh, well, at least he's well clear of the building in case it goes tumbling down. And that is the end of my phase.
Not a lot for that one.
Yeah.
Probably not walking too fast because you probably can't hear and walk well.
Yeah.
Catching going on from.
Exactly, from all the...
Have you moved it?
Oh, yeah, 4 inches. It says it's going to put
Slowly
in...
moving. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's like
quarter.
almost there.
Getting there. Not there quite yet. Oh!
Oh, there's an interesting roll.
Oh, okay. No 5s. I was hoping for a 5.
3, 1, 1, 2. Yeah. It's a 4, 3 and a 1, maybe. There's lots of... well, you can make anything. So they moved back a couple of inches. The mortar had a shot and miss, hitting the anti-tank rifleman. And the squad behind the building over there, they've gone tactical as well. All right, what can I do? Okay, 6, 1, 3, 1, 4. Okay, that's good. So Marginot is driven from here through there, went afoot, and this squad deployed to the rear of the building. The rifleman, anti-tank rifleman, finally moved in behind that little shed, and now it's 2-2-1-1-1. That's an interesting roll. They're always interesting rolls. I don't know why I keep on elaborating on the fact. It's not like there's ever been a boring one. I guess 5/5 would be boring. All right.
So if I go forward, so I could make a 4 for over there, which is not really much use. So we'll go back another 2d6.
All right. So the infantry here are going.
Oh, but then again, we're not going to go tactical.
They go back. They can go back 2d6 and not be tactical, or they can move back 1d6 and be tactical.
Well, if I use a 4, which is a commander, I can go back 3d6 and
then
remove 2
move
shock.
2 shock.
And then use another shock off when I use my 3 for my commander.
Yeah, so he could the squad leader could go move back, and they pick up 2 points of shock, and he'll remove 1. And then the 4, you could create a 4 and then remove it. The other, well, they only have 1 point of shock on them anyway. So they've gone back 6 inches,
That's fine.
and they've got 2 points of shock.
Which I
but
could
you're going
remove the leader of
reduce
1.
that to 1.
So 6 technically here.
Yep.
Stay away from the big tanky.
So they fall back.
6.
Yeah.
Pick up 1 shock each.
Yeah, but you remove
Work
one with
on
the junior leader.
leader, and therefore I've got a 4 remaining.
Yep.
Which means I could take 1 off.
Yep.
And
he'd have to... he'd have to use 1 to move with them.
well, unless he's with the unit, but that's okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll get the squad. I'll get him to actually throw his smoke grenade.
Yeah, you could toss a smoke grenade as they go back.
Yeah, we'll just in
Yeah.
front of a unit.
Just don't roll a double 1.
It's a smoke grenade, so I don't care. And we'll go 6. 4.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Right there.
All right, there it is.
Hoot.
Okay, and then that leaves you with 3, doesn't it? Oh, no, that's it.
I made a whole lot of 1s and
That's
lilies.
right, yeah. So, that's all right. I'll get some cotton wool for the smoke. Okay, so they've pulled back and tossed smoke as they go. Clever, clever Germans. What am I going to do? Triple phase. Okay, so that ends the turn.
Building collapses.
Well, the building collapses, but fortunately nobody's near it anymore. And then we've got a 5 and a 1. So the 5 and here.
Almost onto your third.
So I got a 1. Okay, that's useful. So the turn ended. I had a 1. And I did nothing with it. There was no point. But all the overwatches are off. All the smokes are off. And so now I'm going to roll 4 dice.
Oh, hang on. When you moved, I could have shot you an Overwatch then.
No, the smoke was in front of you.
There, you're right.
That's
Good
right.
point.
Yeah. Okay. So I got another double phase and a 1 and a 1, which is a 2.
Which is not enough.
Okay. 2's nothing. I can't do anything with the tank, but I have got another double phase. 1 and 1. 2's a squad.
Yeah.
I can move a squad.
You can move a squad.
So I'll get the squad.
The lads in the shed having a
Yeah.
brew.
Actually, I'm not going to do anything with them because even though I've got another phase, doesn't mean I'll give them.
Have your second, third phase.
I'll throw my 3rd phase now with just 3 dice. Now, I've got a 3, a 4, and a 4. That I can use. All right.
Rajay.
So Maginot went from there, moved 11 inches into the orchard on 2d6. And now, with my last 4, I'm going to bring on my platoon commander. And he will just deploy back here with these guys. He's just like back here. There he is. Or do I want to deploy them? No, there's good. That's where we're at. And now that's like multiple phases for me. Now Rowan's phase. He's got a double phase.
And a dice.
Yes.
Maybe take the initiative off you. So that gives me a dice. He goes to 6.
Yep.
Hey, you might find your first dice. And another turn and a 4 and a 3. Well, I know what the 4's got to be.
Yep.
Oh, run away from Mr. Dinky.
Run.
And then the 3, I might give to him because then I get another phase so I can line up a building. Because there's some lands in that one building over there and I could blow it up. I got a turn, then next turn.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a squad in that one building.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can shoot me on the side.
If you go forward, have a shot down.
Mind you, if you move, you can't shoot with your main gun.
If I get I can. If I move on 1d6.
But you can't move and shoot with it. Not the whole gun.
No. What I can do? Oh, not with the whole gun. No. But I can fire the turret if I've got a 1.
Yeah. On fire. Yeah, the turret.
Yeah. So I could go drive, and then if I've got a 1, I can fire.
So we can go back 3d6. You're going to try and run me over. Oh no, I've got no shock on me.
No. There's no point in trying to run you over.
So
but I'm in range. I can see you now, so I can shoot at you.
6. You have to be within 6.
No. Once you're in an orchard, it's 12.
Was it?
Yeah. It might even be 18 inside an orchard.
Well, okay, so say it's 12.
Yeah.
You're at 9.
Yeah.
So I can move back 2d6, as long as I get a 3.
I'm pretty sure it's 18 though.
Oh, have a roll.
We'll check.
Because I might revolve my dice.
Yeah. So roll 2d6. That might get you far enough anyway.
5. 9 plus 5 is 14.
14. Now, keep the 1 up your sleeve and we'll have a look at the book of words. So he's going to go drivey.
13.
13 inches.
And do I get bonuses for movement?
No, you're not fast, are you?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I doubt that.
Well, timber, that goes to knocking down the...
So that's 12. And we'll grab another inch.
Yep.
Which clunk hits the edge.
Yep.
We're on the edge. Hello.
That's right, and you can see 6 inches in.
That's my first phase.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, another phase.
Yep.
With 4 dice. Lots of 3s. Which is a tanky again. I can drive into the woods. Once I'm in the woods, I can see 18.
That's right.
And then I can use my dice to shoot you.
No, you can't interrupt.
No, I'm going to use my dice to shoot.
Yeah, so you could drive, but then you can't shoot. You can't move and shoot a bison.
This is very true. But next turn, if you try and shoot me, I'll shoot back.
That's right.
Before you shoot.
You can interrupt.
Because you can't interrupt my interrupt.
No, you can't interrupt him.
That's right.
No, you can't.
That's my plan.
Yeah.
So he'll drive forward into the woods to interrupt your interrupt, leaving me a 3 for here, a 3 for here, and a 2 that I can't really use. So I think once again we shall giddy mow away from your gun in this direction.
Yeah.
How does that sound?
That sounds sensible.
Okay, and we'll do 2d6. That direction. 4. So that should keep you out of my... Like, literally puts him where he is. And everyone just gets stacked over to one side, like so. That's them. Now for this loud, now yes, you can go 3d6 in this, can't you?
What's that?
3d6 with this.
In here?
In the orchard?
No, 2, remember?
2. Okay. Yep. If that's what we're going with, 2s. Yeah, you're right, because it is. There's trees you got to avoid, and it's not cool.
Yeah, that's it.
Does it? There's no. Yeah.
No, you can cross. You just go over hedges.
Yeah,
and that's all it is.
So if I go like that, I could literally just go You can do one turn, move.
Yeah.
Which I can go in, like so. Let's figure out where I want to go. I want to get into a way that's past your gun and on your flank. In which case you'll rotate your gun and shoot me, but we'll still be counting as obscured. Oh, we're in the woods.
Oh, when we're in the woods, it's
Counts as, it's not open. When we shoot at each other.
I know visibility is clear. This is just we just read it.
Really?
Yeah.
Counts as clear?
Yeah.
So,
Because there's no undergrowth and stuff.
So
I guess the vehicles inside will class as obscure.
Yeah,
we'll say hit on a 7.
A 7, yeah, because it's not open. There are tree trunks. You got to line them up. And hit a tree, and then it'll detonate the AP. And Okay, so we'll go with the 7.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I can go 2d6. So I want to angle that way. So you're in my arc, but I'm beyond your big gun.
Yeah, you'll be beyond my big gun if you go straight ahead.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of going like that. You know what I mean? It's got.
Yep. 6 inches.
Which puts me.
Now I'm going to interrupt
With
him,
Okay.
and I'll shoot at you.
You can do so.
Okay.
So the plucky little bison went charging into the orchard. I interrupted with a Shard B using a chain of command dice. I fired. I needed 8 or 9. I rolled an 11, and the result was 1 net hit. Then I rolled for the effect. It was a 6, and a 6 means that the struck vehicle has to retire 2d6s. In this case, it went back 6 inches, and it had 1 point of shock. It was then my phase, and I rolled my phasing dice, and yet again got another double phase. 6, 6, 5, 2, 3.
Your turn. Oh, you get a double phase.
Yeah, that's right. I've still got my phase to go.
Another double phase.
Yes. So.
Oh, because in my phase, when I came forward, you shot me, pushed me back, and then in your phase, I've now interrupted. But you've got another double phase.
That's right. I've got a double phase.
Bloody hell.
So, anyway, the bison interrupted with his chain of command, fired, and missed by 1. Now it's my phase.
Yeah, flank shots on the Sharpie with 8.
Yeah, with 8. Could have gone nasty. So imagine I then drove forward a little bit too far.
I rolled an 11 on 2d6.
And he came within 6 of him. He fired. He hit, but we bounced it. So now it's my second phase. And what can we do? 6. Oh, I got a 3.
You got a 3.
All right, so I've got a 3.
I fancy a gun being shot.
And a 6 and a 5. So the 5 will take me halfway up to my next chain of command dice.
Oh dear.
All right.
Are you gone too short?
So now I can shoot at you. I got no shock. I need to hit you.
Oh,
It's a straight up.
8 because I'm a small target. So
Yeah.
7 for the intervening wood,
Yeah.
plus 1. No
But
shock.
I'm using both command initiatives, so I'm back to throw
Yes,
7, 8 down to 5. 6.
So
6.
So it's normally 7 plus 2 goes to 9, back down to 7.
Why is it plus 2?
1 for being small.
Yeah,
Is there another one?
that's it. Just small.
Okay, so 7 plus 1 is 8.
Yeah. Minus 2 for
Minus
my command
2 is
initiatives.
to 6.
So I need to hit on a 6.
You need to hit on a 6.
Oh,
an
so
8!
it's hit. So it's 5 versus 2 again.
Oh,
So how many can he save?
not enough.
He doesn't save any. What do I do?
Yes, well, I think you can roll that one again. That's 1.
1.
Possibly 2. 1.
1. So it's a net 1 hit.
Roll a d6.
Okay.
A 2.
2 on a net 1.
I think, I don't know.
This is a shock.
Net 1 or 2. 1 shock. And
Yep.
I may not activate my gunner.
Okay, so you've got a shock on you. So now you've got a minus 3. Your command, and 1 more shock, you'll bail.
Correct.
All right. So that was
Your phase.
That's my phase over.
I survived.
Yes. All right. Over to you, Red Leader.
Not looking good, is it?
No.
Don't get a double phase.
No double phase. But you have got a 3.
Which I can remove your
And
shock.
I've got a
and
chain of
move.
command point, so I could interrupt.
You could. And then there's a 4.
And 1-1. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm going to try and interrupt and get 1 more shot onto the bison. Oh, 12. So I get an extra 2 penetrating dice as well. All right. So let's see how many hits I can get.
1.
So
Net
it's a net
zero.
1.
0. I got 1 save.
Okay, net 0.
Net 0. Oh, we live.
Okay.
So, roll a d6.
What do I need for one shot? 5 or 6 or
Oh,
something?
no, everything. Oh, it's net 0.
Yeah.
Net 0, nothing. Oh, 5 and 6 maybe? A 3.
3.
Halt and engage.
Yeah, okay.
So I have to halt and shoot you. Which, all right then. So we got hit and go, oh, shoot the tank.
Okay, now, you got to continue with your move though. So Rowan continued the move of his bison, went down the road about 3 inches, and then the infantry squad in the orchard hurled some smoke grenades.
Oh, look at that. Boom.
Yeah.
Pop. That's 1.
Yeah, throw the next one.
Oh, we can put the
Yeah, it throws that one.
and they stack, don't they?
They do.
So you're going to have to shoot through quite a few.
That's right, I would have to shoot through them.
Like so. So that one will be...
7.
Oh, well that's
Yeah.
to the middle. There is 5, 6.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, no worries, and the next one.
Is 7.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
makes
no
it.
worries.
So it's
Okay,
like-
so he's thrown, there's a big line of German smoke grenades that have been thrown in front of
So that's
Maginot.
all of his gone, and that's the squad's gone, but he's still got some.
Yep.
Now the arc of your big gun.
That's it. So all that smoke has been hurled by Foot Schmeller. He's throwing smoke all over the place. Okay, so with that in mind, it's now... Is that it? You've used everything, haven't you? Yeah. 3 and then you created a
6. I
4.
rolled a lot of dough. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so now I'm going to...
Another triple turn?
Let's see.
No.
No, a 5, a 3,
no
a
ones,
3,
though.
a 4, and a 4. That's useful. So at this point, I decided to take a calculated risk with the Sharby's armour being 7 and the Bison only having paper mache armour 2. I decided I would ram him. So I did that rather than trying to fire through the smoke, and we put pedal to metal. Okay, so Maginot's driven over the hedge, crashed into the side, destroyed the bison, and has taken 2 net hits on himself. And I rolled for that, and I got a 3, and the 3 net hits for
Is 2 shock,
Yeah.
a wounded CO,
yeah.
and reduced command by 1. So
Okay.
So you did it, but you're a little bit...
So you would have to roll for a vehicle destroyed.
I do.
Yep. And see what happens there. 3. AFV knocked out.
AFV, knocked out, KO'd. A 3 is -2.
Okay, so you're down to 3.
3.
Okay.
So it's not looking good for Jerry.
Yes. And I've got 1 shock. Have I got 1 shock on my tank?
2 shock and a commander is a -1 CL.
Okay.
So
Command
you're down,
initiatives.
So you're down to 1 command.
Initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah, on board.
So you can't do gun and main
No,
gun.
no, you won't be able to do gun and main gun.
So you're pretty limited
Yeah.
now.
That's right. Anyway, we'll leave the smoke there because there's smoke trailing behind him from the German smoke grenades, and the German bison has been clobbered, and it's out of it. Okay, and so yeah, there we go. Now it's that's it.
German turn.
Yep.
Oh, 5s and 2s.
All right.
Considering how many hits it took.
So Rowan's down to 3, but he doesn't have any armour support. He's got 2 squads left. One's about reduced by about 30%. The other one's completely fine. By contrast, I still have Maginot, my Sharby. It's down to only 1 command initiative, but hey, it's still pretty potent. And I've still got the squad back here and the squad in the building there. So with that in mind, the Germans have decided that pulling out is probably the better option at this stage. And yeah, and the other thing is, yeah, I'm close to 2 jump-off points.
Okay, forward.
Yeah.
I'll take
Okay, I can't capture them with tanks anyway, I don't think.
You can.
Yeah.
You can. But I'll just go over and reoccupy it.
Yeah.
And then this squad goes forward.
Yeah.
You just bring 1 squad across.
Yeah, I
It'll
got
be
buildings.
very tricky for the Germans, I think.
Yeah.
But yes, your armour finally managed to take out my armour, and
Yeah, there was a real duel between the 2 of them over here for quite some time.
mm.
Yeah. All right, well that wraps up that, and we'll do a bit of a debrief later. Well, that concludes the Pint Size Campaign. If anyone's looking for a early war Pint Size Campaign to play, I cannot recommend more highly the Abbeville Pint Size Campaign. It's probably one of the best ones I've played. It poses both sides with really difficult, real challenges, and at no point is do you think that the campaign's beyond your reach. It's a very well balanced campaign, interesting forces, so I'd highly recommend it. This game today with Rowan, ultimately I think I just had the lion's share of the luck. I mean, the amount of double phases I had was obscene. We both started at low morale, but when you're the attacker and you have to keep your morale above 3 or 3 and above, and you've only got a force morale of 8, it only leaves you 5. You can only really take 5 hits. I mean, take into account that you lose a senior leader, and that potentially that can be 3 points. Yeah, it doesn't give you much leeway. You don't have the opportunity to make any mistakes, and it's very if the luck breaks against you, then yeah, you're in a world of hurt. Man of the match for me today, I think, was actually the boys' anti-tank rifle. I mean, he stood in there in that bunker with him and his partner, Lance Corporal Blurter and Private Jenkins, and they pinged away. They drew a lot of fire onto themselves, which could have been drawn onto other troops. And 13 HE crashing into troops behind nothing more than a stone wall is not good. By being in the bunker, at least they absorbed a lot of fire. And other than that, I thought it was a very good game. Rowan played pretty well. I can't really fault him. I stuck to my plan, which was good. I got a little bit reckless with the Shah B, but I really only moved him out to engage in the open when I thought I had a couple of chain of command dice up my sleeve, and at that point the odds were always going to be in my favour. So that's the Abbeville Pint Size Campaign. I really look forward to hearing from you guys. If you've got any comments, like, share, subscribe. The next game we'll be playing will be departing from World War II and Chain of Command, and we might be playing a game of sharp practice, messing about in the Mediterranean. All right, so that's us for now. And we look forward to hearing from you. Also, check out on Facebook the CYL TV Facebook page. I also post the videos there, and any discussion is always welcome there. And that's it for today. Ubiquay!